What's going on, guys? So I know I'm a little late to the Apple Vision Pro party and a lot of other YouTubers are returning theirs. Mine actually just got in because it got stuck in customs for 2 weeks. So if I'm not getting searched down by TSA, my packages are in my own month. But in all seriousness, I'm pretty excited to unbox this. I know in a previous video I said I was going to cancel it, but I forgot, and now the finance department is quite upset with me on this channel. But you know who isn't upset with me on this channel? Our sponsor. Nobody. And for those curious, I am on the OnePlus 12 right now, and the 12R just came in. So if you want to see my unboxing, first impressions, and review on both these devices, please get subscribed. So if you are new to this channel, we always have a tradition, and it's giving credit where credit is due. And this package was assembled in China, and China again. So this is also the biggest unboxing I've ever done on this channel. So pretty excited for that as well. All right, so we do have the unboxing knife on this channel here. So let me just go ahead and cut this. Always make sure to cut away from yourself, ladies and gentlemen. You always want to be safe. Imagine if I just cut right through the Apple Vision Pro. How stupid would that be? I feel like I'm cutting something. Yeah, I definitely cut through something. It always slides off with the perfect suction. And there it is. What does it smell like? I give that like a 2 out of 10. It's pretty zoomed in on the overhead camera, but if you guys want the best quality, this is the best that I can do. But yeah, this is what it looks like. Honestly, it looks like you have a sleeping mask on. This is actually the protective cover that covers the front lens. And you can actually take this off just like so. And this is actually what it looks like. I don't know about you guys, but this looks like ski goggles to me. And you can also see the different camera arrays here. And one thing I also want to note is a lot of people are saying this is expensive, which yes, this is a very expensive headset. I know Apple's calling it spatial computing. But in all honesty, I don't think the price is that outrageous. I don't think this is for like typical consumers either. And I could talk about that later into the video. But if you want to take off the band, you just pull these tabs here and it just pops right out. Very intuitive, very easy. So this is the solo loop by itself. And you can see it has the adjustable band on the side here. So if you want to make it tighter and whatnot, you just pull that. As you can see, it's a lot smaller. But if I start to untwist it in the opposite direction, I can pull it out pretty far. So that's the solo loop band. I'm gonna keep this one on. If you want to have a pretty good seal on the headset itself, you can keep this on, but this does come off and it is magnetic. But yeah, you can just clap that back in and you're good to go. So let me go ahead and put the solo loop back on. So I know you guys want me to put this on, but I really do want to stress that there's a camera here, two cameras here, two cameras here. I believe these are other cameras on the front here, and there's two cameras on the side. There's a lot of cameras going on, and there is an M2 processor, and I believe there's another processor as well in these goggles. For what you're able to do, I really don't think the price is that outrageous. I know it's $3,500. I personally think I wouldn't buy this myself to keep, but overall, I would say that it's priced reasonably. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick smell test. Oh yeah. Yeah. Smells like smells like a furniture store. Smells like really good upholstery. Yeah, that's solid. That's solid. Let's go ahead and get the rest of the stuff unboxed here. So on this top panel here, we have some paperwork. Honestly, I always say no one's gonna read the paperwork, and guess what? I just read it. Cool. This is the dual loop band. So this is the one that kind of goes over your head. I just got a haircut, so to be honest, I'm not going to put this on. And then we also have a polishing cloth that is designed by Apple in California, but to be honest, probably just made in China. This is a pretty big cloth here. Okay, anyway, it's cloth, guys. Let's be honest. Moving on, we have the light seal cushion. I don't know what this is. Apple, come on, you gotta work on this. Paying how much for this? So this is the light seal cushion. So this one might be the default one that gives you like a really good seal. I think I'm gonna be okay. I'll take this out just to see. So this seal right here, you can actually just pull this off, just like so. And then you can put the other one on. Just magnetically. Like, magnets need to be the default for a lot of things for consumers. It just makes life so much easier. So that's not going anywhere. I really don't know which one I need, but all right. Okay, that's good. And I'm gonna take off this. It's just black. I just realized I don't have it powered in. So let me continue unboxing this. It's literally just black for me. Let me get the box and get the power adapter. Okay, so continuing on the top part, we have the dual loop band, and this is what I'm looking for. This is the thing that actually powers the device. It's almost like a power bank, you know, those things that you need if you don't have a good battery on your phone. You carry this around with you if you want some extra juice. This goes in, let's actually slip it through here. Ooh, that's cold, that's cold, that's cold. That is cold on the skin. Get the white dot on the side and then kind of just twist. You'll click. Just like that, you'll see it kind of like glow, like you see on the other Apple products. Now I'm going to put it on. This thing's still black, what the heck? All right, what's up guys? So I know this looks really weird right now. This is my persona that I made when I was doing the whole face scan thing. So this is what you would look like on FaceTime when you use your hands. You can also see that. So if you want to like point and like kind of do stuff, you can do that. I'm like grasping my hands, but it can't really capture that. Oh, I got a little prayer hands. Anyway, this is probably what's on everyone's mind right now. Can you watch adult content? Listen, I know this might be off the cuff for the typical viewers on my channel, but let's be honest, it's on everyone's mind. Can you do it? Let me show you what it looks like. So all you have to do is click the digital crown and select Safari. All you gotta do is tap. Before I do that, it might look like I'm using my fingers to point to what I want to select, but I'm not actually using my fingers. It's all my eyes. And if I want to select something, let's just say I want to go to Safari, I look at it and tap. So Safari is open. Let's just go ahead and get this out the way. I know this is on everyone's mind. YouTube, please do not demonetize this video, although you do have the freedom to do so. And just like that. Gotcha, because you know what? Give me this window. Yeah. All this content is blocked on my Wi-Fi, so if you wanted to watch this content, you couldn't, but this is Safari, okay? You got what you need. So let's actually go to something a little bit more practical. Let's go to YouTube here. And I did not click Amazon, I clicked YouTube. So let's just say I want to learn how to cook something. So let's just say, what do I want to cook today? How to cook rice. Who doesn't like rice, okay? So if I want to cook some rice, I can just grab this, go to the kitchen here, put it on the wall, probably make it a little bit smaller so it fits. I think I can actually pull it as well. So I'm just gonna skip the ad. Wow, another ad. This is why I have YouTube Premium. But regardless, let's just say hypothetically I'm cooking, doing my thing, and I can just look up and see what I need to do in order to finish cooking. Clock. The other thing I can do, I can just reset. If I need to do a timer, I can just have it set up here. So while I'm cooking, boom, I need to make sure that this is on here for 5 minutes. Boom, I just look up there, it's good. As you can see, there's still windows that are open. So this persona thing that I had is still on the wall. So another cool thing is if I just click on this and let's go here, here, Insight Heart. Here is another cool app. So it's called Insight Heart. I believe anyone can really download this if you have an iPhone or iPad, but it's basically just a visualization of what the heart looks like. Keep in mind, this is AR, so you can't actually physically touch anything. But, you know, I would say like for education purposes, architect, 3D work, it's really nice that you can walk around and actually see in detail what you're trying to build or look at. Still got the Gordon Ramsay going on there in the back. So I can just like pinch this, look at the vessels themselves. Listen, I didn't do anything medical. I'm sorry that I'm a disappointment. I did engineering instead. So, you know, give me some credit there. But yeah, I can just have this beating heart. Just gotta pull it down. It's kind of spazzing out. I do think the finger controls could use a bit of work, but I think it's also a learning curve as well. I want to open up the music app and, oh, chill. So let's just say I want to put this here. If you've been to my apartment, you know how big this is in terms of scale. I don't think people really understand how big this is because let me put it into perspective. So let's just say I want to watch a video, right? So once again, this, I don't think you guys realize in terms of scale how big this is. This is incredible. Like just to be able to just sit on my couch and have this massive display, like it goes outside, but that's not the only thing you can do. So when you're watching content, if you click, you can see that it has a little mountain button up there. You just want to click on that and let's go to cinema. So now it's going to seem like you are in the movie theater. In terms of an update, I hope Apple adds in some chairs because it just looks like I'm in an empty room with a really big screen. But you can also see up top, it has like those ridges as well. If I were to click on this, you can actually change like what row you want to sit on. So if you want to be like really immersed, you can click on the front row. And honestly, this is crazy. Like, I don't think video is going to do it justice. If you've ever used AR or VR, you know that the video you see is not the same of when you're wearing it. But if I hit back, it's just gonna make it zoomed out a little bit more. I'd say for my pleasure of watching a movie, back is a little bit too far. Middle is okay, and front is a little bit overwhelming, but I would say for like a movie, I would probably just watch this and I'd be good for the headset. They also have balcony as well, so if you want to sit a little bit higher, you can do that. I'd say the front balcony is also pretty good if you want to keep your head level. You can also go back if you want to sit further back. Like I said, this is a little bit too far back for me. Middle is like a nice happy medium, and then front as well. So the other cool thing that you can do, so let me actually scroll back a bit. If I were to go back to the environment of Mount Hood, you can see the reflection on the lake itself. It looks a little bit better if it's at night. Let me do that real quick. So if I go to Mount Hood dark, this, if I do the full immersion, this I would say is honestly better than the cinema environment just because you have the lake that has the reflection of the movie itself, and you can't do like moving the front row back row. Actually, I don't think you can. Yeah, that's only in the cinema mode. Mount Hood by far at night has one of the best viewing experiences when it comes to using the Apple Vision Pro. Just the reflection with the lake, it just seems like you have this massive display over a lake and you have the stars above you. You can also look around as well. You know, you have some trees, foliage, stuff like that. And if I just turn back around, I have my movie playing. For entertainment. For entertainment purposes, this is just amazing. I really do want to admit that. But I feel as though it's really only limited to first-party apps. Not first-party apps. I'm talking as if this is like a Nintendo console or something. It's only with apps that are, you know, from the App Store itself. I don't think you can do this if you were to like full screen a YouTube video that you see over here. So I'm actually going to make this a bit smaller, if you guys don't mind. What happened to Apple Music? I could have sworn it was right here. Let's go back to, I don't know how to pronounce this place, but it's one of my favorites. Let me go back to apps, music, and then let's just put that back. So you can see like I walk in here and then boom, I'm in my environment-ish area. Can turn it up a little bit. And it's just crazy to me that like I am able to experience something like this. Like, all jokes aside, all first impressions aside, this is something that I thought would not be possible in my lifetime, and I am grateful that not only Apple, I know this has been around, this technology has been around for years, decades even, and it really is surreal just taking this all in, that people, the human race, is able to create something like this that is this immersive, and hopefully it will only get better over time. Anyway, I'm off my soapbox. Let's go back into the real world and showcase a few more things. So I'm just gonna go ahead and skip this. It's almost like the MacBook where you have to click on the app itself, and then you can use it. So still got my timer going on. The other thing that I want to show you real quick is this whole dinosaur experience. I'll do like one more app after this. So if you open up some games, it actually closes out the other windows you have open because I'm not really sure. It might just want you to focus on the game, or it might not be able to handle it. I think it can handle it plenty. So this is a Fairview Portals game. It's one of those ones that's a little bit interactive of what you can do and see in front of you. So, you know, you can walk around, explore, do what you want. But overall, let's just go ahead and see what this game is like. And just like that, there's going to be a butterfly that flies around in my kitchen. If I stick my finger out, you can actually see that it will land on it, and I'll give it a nice blow. I don't think the blowing of the wind does anything really, but yeah, as you can see, it's really nice that you can interact with all this stuff in your real world, and you has that pass-through ability that you see on the Apple Vision Pro. But this is another one of the games where you can interact and kind of walk around with it. Just do keep in mind if the whoa, that was loud. If the Apple Vision Pro detects you're about to walk into an object, it will make things transparent. So just be mindful of that if you're trying to figure out why things go in and out. But we have a baby dinosaur here, and we're just going to observe for a second. So you can see it's climbing up here to get to the top of the rock. It's a little bit weird because I have the countertop right here. But if I stop right here, it'll kind of go back in, and then I can extend my hand out, and you can see that it's gonna like rub its head against my hand. It's a little bit weird because there's literally something right here. But yeah, it's smelling my hand right now. Cool. So then the big dinosaur is gonna come up, and this is where the 3D effect, it's not going to do it justice on video. I feel like you really have to experience something like this with any type of AR, VR. I would not limit this just to the Apple Vision Pro. If I just stop moving, it actually, this still trips me up, man. It will follow you too. It actually does look like it's in my kitchen. It's super trippy. I am leaning so far back. Please. I smell good, trust me. You want to smell? Whoa! Okay, we're good. We're done with this. All right, so that's pretty much the game. The windows have come back up. Heart is still beating. Videos are still playing. Apparently, we're just doing some street food in Vietnam. And we have the banker up here still. My persona's still here. My music's here. So all your windows pretty much stay active. But the last thing that is probably the most important thing to try, and one of the biggest selling points, is being able to use the headset with the MacBook. So this is the MacBook Air M2 15-inch. I would use my main MacBook Air, but unfortunately it's not on macOS Sonoma. This one is, and I don't know why I don't have the option, because up here it's supposed to say like virtualized spatial, I don't know, display. I can never get it to work. You can do it in multiple ways through the headset. Honestly, I think the MacBook is probably the fastest way. So I just need to find my mouse. Okay, here it is. So I just want to go to screen and then hit this Apple Vision Pro. And give it a second. This screen is going to turn black, so it is unfortunate that you won't be able to use your MacBook display anymore. But you can still use your keyboard and trackpad, and you just have a much bigger display. And just in terms of scale, just so you guys can understand, this is like a 15-inch display. It's honestly a little bit bigger. I don't know if I can make it smaller. I can make it smaller. Okay, this is like a typical 15-inch screen. I'd say it's probably like 16.5. But yeah, honestly, it looks pretty good, pretty sharp. But honestly, just imagine if you wanted to just pick up your laptop and just say, hey, I want this to be much bigger so I can see what I'm working on. And boom, there it is. And it's really hard to see how big of a display this really is. This is overwhelming. And on top of that, this isn't even the highest resolution that you can do. So if I were to go over to displays, by the way, this looks sharp. If I were to enable show all resolutions, I can go up to 5K. And this looks unreal. So the one thing I wanted to try, because, you know, when it comes to Apple, there's not many games, but luckily with things like Steam, Xbox Game Pass, PlayStation Remote Play, we do have the ability to just stream games to our MacBooks, which I don't know why a lot of people aren't taking advantage of. I think the resolution is so high that I don't even know where my mouse is. So right now, this is a 5K display. Now, for all the technical people out there, I know I'm not streaming at 5K. It's just the resolution of what I'm looking at. And I don't even know if the internal displays are that high either. It's just, you know, what is being represented when it comes to the screen mirroring. But hopefully when this loads up, I'm gonna grab my PlayStation controller. So I'm actually going to maximize this. And I'm going to, this is like pure laziness. And now it's on my ceiling. And now this is Final Fantasy. This is Final Fantasy VII Remake in PlayStation on the Apple Vision Pro. Now, the other thing that I don't know is available yet, the speakers are still coming from your MacBook. And this is great. So one thing I would recommend if you're watching or playing any content, let me see if I can make this smaller real quick, is you want to make sure that the environment that you're in is set to night, because the daytime ones are a little bit too bright or just play on the moon. So that's what I'm going to do. So I've just set it to the moon, and then there we go. Make it a little bit bigger. And now I just have this 100-inch plus size display of Final Fantasy. But yeah, let's check out some other games. So another game that I'm really into lately is Tekken 8. It's like my first Tekken, first time in like 3 weeks. So I apologize if I'm not up to par like everyone else. By the way, this guy is looking crazy. This is ridiculous. Like compared to my 65-inch, this is insane. I'm not gonna play online, and please don't judge me for how bad I am. Like I said, I just started playing 3 weeks ago. As you can see, that's my rank. I've been trying the best I can. Hey! Okay, this is for sure laggy. But, like, do keep in mind, guys, like, this is basically, like, imagine being anywhere in the world. Bro, what the heck? Hey! Okay, that's insane. But guys, just imagine you traveling, and as long as you have a good internet connection, you have access to pretty much all your games on Xbox, PlayStation, Steam. Come on now, Senna, you got this. That's not what I wanted to do. Like, it's so delayed. Can I finish the combo? Yes, sir! What? If I lose, we're not playing this. We're done. Where's the MacBook? Close the MacBook. All right, guys, so I'm going to cap it off there. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I know this unboxing is completely different from what I usually do on the channel, but hopefully it's up to par in terms of the quality that you want. I know it's a little bit long. Hopefully I can do shorter content on some of the stuff you guys want to see on the Apple Vision Pro. I might make an app, maybe, maybe not. Xcode does have the ability to do like some composing with a spatial audio, not spatial audio, spatial computing, as Apple would say. But yeah, I think this is a pretty cool device. Is it worth $355, $3,500? I don't know. In terms of the hardware and everything that is inside of this goggle, and you know, all the R&D that Apple spent into making the headset, I really don't think $3,500 is outrageous, and I really don't even think it's a consumer product. As much as they're trying to market that this is like an entertainment thing, take this with you on the plane, I think it's really for businesses who want to do a little bit more when it comes to 3D work, architecture work, that can make their employees a little bit more productive, and also give a little bit more insight and stuff like that. So do keep in mind for products like this, don't just think of it as like consumer. Oh wow, I can watch TV on the big stuff. There are businesses that probably have really good use cases for this, and it's probably worth $3,500 to them. Now I'm going to on a whole spiel, but just keep in mind this is the first generation of this coming from Apple, not the first generation of AR. But this video has gone on long enough. I can talk about stuff like this for hours on end. I don't think you guys want to see that. You probably just want to see shorter videos overall. So if there's anything you want me to test in Apple Vision Pro, please let me know down in the comments below. And until next time, guys, hopefully you appreciate, or I appreciate every single sub, like, and comment. And as always, guys, much love. This is crazy. All this stuff is still here. I'm gonna go watch The Banker. I need to finish this.